Hello, hello, and good morning, guys and girls. And today, we're gonna play, or you're gonna watch me play, The Lord of King by Jaleco. Lord of King by Jaleco was invented in 1989. It is a hack and slash platformer action arcade game. This game was developed by none other than the Great Tokuhiro Takemori. If you don't know that guy, he has made countless awesome games in the past. Those games being 67th Street, a detective story, Avenging Spirit, Amagon, Robo Warriors, lastly, the legendary axe for the TurboGrafx. Now, what makes this game unique and very consistent and amazing is that this game gives off a Castlevania vibe feel when hacking and slashing, and which I would say what makes this game be very balanced and very unique. So, without further ado, let us put in a quarter and play the game.
The world can you trust? Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
Alright, so in this game, you play as a warrior, a legendary warrior, seeking out vengeance. In this story plot, well, let's be frank, the story plot is, well, very simple. It starts off with Greek and Arab mythology, which is pretty cool. Stages lists between the forest and a cave, a lake, and a rift. And in this game, we play with a blonde-haired warrior in blue armor. This character is not named, so we'll just call him Rocher, as it is mentioned a lot in the game. So, Rocher has an amazing tool with a powerful axe that does amazing abilities that grants him the power-up of the Astyanax, which is the weapon that he carries in his hand, which is the axe and what it is called. So in this game, you're in a path to try to find or try to stop the great sorcerer named Argos, which is a demon overlord. And in this journey, you do so by kicking some serious butt.
Well, I like to kick people's butts.
Let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is amazing. It's very fluent. It's very direct. Its hint junctions shares the same similarities as Castlevania games like Simon and Trevor Belmont, which makes this a really fun game in the process. The jump mechanic is quick, it's simple, not difficult. So the mobility is great, it's grand, no issues there at all, which is a really good thing. Hint junctions as well with the battle axe, it's beautiful as well. So this game should be a smooth breeze when playing it, literally. Stages was not difficult, not hard at all, which that's what fascinated me a lot. The game does have its hard bearings, but it's manageable and you won't go nuts and get angry about it. Because if it's any mistake that you made, that is your flaw. But the movement itself in the game is crisp. And I would just like to say, Tokuhiro has made an amazing game here. Amazing game. And it has another unique ability too, where you can do power-up moves and spells similar to Golden Axe, which is another great tool that Rocher can do. So, that being said, let's talk about the enemies. The enemies are amazing. The enemies come at you at a fair pace, knowing who to hit, when being clobbered by a lot. And that is amazing. The bosses, for example, the first boss in the game, interesting feat. Big, large insect you gotta kill by demolishing each part of his head as it grows, well, as it gets smaller, 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 which I think was pretty cool. But like I said, the hint junction part reminds me of Castlevania. So if you don't know what I mean, usually when Simon Belmont hits an enemy, there's like a lag stun phase that gives it its cool dynamic feature that lets you know that you're staggering your enemy. And it's good to know that Rocher with his battle axe has that same initiative. So when he hits an enemy with his axe, if it's a boss and it's a boss fight, it can stagger opponents, it can stagger bosses. And that is pretty freaking cool. Now, in these unique stages, there are stages that can be quite challenging. So you have to really start knowing who to hit and when to hit in some of these areas. And really start abusing that power move. Don't let up on it. Yeah, it's there and you want to preserve it. But the point of the matter is in this game, you want to use it often. Don't be afraid to try to preserve and save it like a Golden Axe game. We're trying to, you know, keep it in bearing and leveling up. No, use it. Because you're going to get outnumbered a lot with a lot of enemies in your path. A lot. So you want to start hitting a lot of these enemies in some ways. So the bosses. The bosses are unique in every stage, in every juicy stage. Like the six sword goddess, this Indian-like god, or I would say Arabian god that you fight. It was an interesting fight too, because you know you had to just wait when to hit and how to hit her, and when you write the right moves, you got her. But the thing that makes this game fair is that you, as Rocher, hits really, really, really hard, and your battle axe does massive stagger to a boss. So when you start tapping that button, which is your action button, yeah, the enemies don't stand a chance, dude. They really don't. And that boss got annihilated very, very quickly. We chopped her up really good. So, yeah. And always remember too in this game, when you do grab and play this, the areas does get challenging more and more and more. You have to worry about certain areas where there's a lake where monsters come out of the water, statues can hit you, and you can't crouch them either. So you have to really time when to move. And then you have hydras that comes out of the water that would tear and rip the debris of the bridge. So you have to watch out for that too. So it can get really tough. So with that being said, the areas in this game is very, very unique, and I think the area designs that that Takehiro or Tokuhiro has done is amazing. Like I said, guys, it gives off a Castlevania vibe. Like the ambiance is amazing. The bosses, that, like I said before, is really tough. Like, you know, you have the dragon. The dragon annihilated me, scorched and barbecued me like Friday's Cookout beautifully every time I revive. So, but like I said before, Rocher in his axe is amazing. It does massive, massive stagger, which why I kind of like this character a lot. And I think it's going to force me to play Legendary Axe again, because I have played the old games on PC Engine. So it would be a great honor to play Legendary Axe and Legendary Axe 2 in the future, in a future review. And believe me, guys, you're going to love it. So, yeah. This game has unique areas and unique stages. And as you get to the last stages, it gets amazing. It gets really fun, and the enemies do get really, really clever. They have one particular enemy though, which is kind of funny. They're like Shreks. I forgot what you guys call them. I'll have to Google it much later just to find out what they're called. But you can cut their clothes off and then they run for dear life. I'm just like, oh, okay. I bet you he loved implementing that part in. Yeah. I know Tokuhiro did. I know he did. Tokuhiro-san, you're naughty. Naughty boy. Okay, anyway. So, in this area, there are a lot of very difficult parts that you have to watch out for. And it's not really difficult, to be fair. It's about just pacing yourself, knowing when to wait, just let the enemies come at you. And then when you got the opportunity, you just make a nice shift jump so you don't get hit by these fire pillars that comes and spears out of the ceilings and so forth. So it's not really that hard or difficult. Like literally with Rocher, you just swing away. That's it. You solve your problems by just swinging your axe non-stop. That's all you really have to do. Is just swing, 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 and swing away. Now, we're in the higher up areas in the palace, and finally we're fighting our last boss. The star of the game, Argos. Well, he's not really Argos. He's kind of Argos, but he's not Argos. But yeah, let's just say he's the servant of the great demon lord. So after we get done beating the brakes off him, but before we do, I'd like to mention his strategy is not annoying. Is that you just got to know when to space him out. Sometimes he'll glitch out if you stand in the right areas. He'll just stand there, and that gives Rocher the opportunity to just hack away, and then it'll kill him, just like so. I like how he raised his hands in the air like, hey, ho, I'm dead, hey, ooh. Next time. Alright, so anyway, we're in this area that like something from an Aliens movie. What is up with all these past tense games with these alien concepts? Alien, Mr. Ridley has inspired so many Japanese developers to put so much of his likings into games. It is ridiculous. So, yeah, this is the last stage, and we're supposedly supposed to be in a demon overlord's underground part of the castle of Elgarine. And in this area, we're finding the source why the world is corrupt. And this, I guess, is corrupt by legendary ancient beings they look like aliens from Aliens, dude. Which is, you can't deny it. It literally looks like aliens from Aliens. So, we get further up and we fight the last boss that looks like a spin-off of the Alien Queen. This boss wasn't hard, like I said before, since Rocher has massive stagger with his axe, as you see me doing there. The boss doesn't stand a chance, like literally. Like I could just stagger away, and I should have preserved and used the special ability, but I didn't. I should have. It's just I was having so much of a field day with the axe, I just forgot all about it because Rocher has such massive stagger with the Astyanax, which is his great axe, to where it just does massive damage and stagger. So I just killed the hot mess out of that boss, and that was it. We killed the boss, we destroyed the castle, the tower, it went underwater, and that's all it is to it. We saved the world by the power of Rocher's axe, and there you have it. So, my review for this game, I'm not gonna lie to you, as quick as this game was really fun to a point. I would love playing it a second time just so I can see all the magical abilities. This game is so good that you can mistake this of being a Konami game, how fun it was. Tokuhiro Takemori has done everything. The producing, from the game designing, guy's amazing. This guy has put in serious work, and you can see it through his love of his game. This game was dangerously amazing, to a point I'm going to play it again in the future for sure, just for fun, because the game is that fun, dude. I can't wait to play Legendary X 1 and 2 by playing this, because this was stupid fun. So yes, The Lord of King gets a crispy 9.5 out of 10 for a great overall in graphics, battle play, movement control, mobility, action, all of it. It was amazing. Crispy 9.5 out of 10. I recommend it. Everybody should pick it up and play it. It's fun. Play it with friends, family. Just enjoy it. It is awesome. So with that being said, guys, I enjoyed playing this game. It was fun. It made me smile. Thank you for allowing me to play this. And with that being said, that's it. That's the video. And hey, we are at the end of the video. You made it this far? That means you are awesome. Don't forget to click that like button. And most importantly, don't forget to arcade tap that subscribe button. You all have a great day.